As I got into this project and I really realized how in depth I wanted to go into it, I recruited a couple of buddies. I was working on a project. It was a Springfield motorcycle with a sidecar. Once I kind of stripped all the tins and everything off the bike, it had really like an amazing frame set up. The geometries were really good. So I wanted to see if I could do a spin on a road race bike and actually take it to the track. So this project started as a box stock 2018 Springfield, and I recruited Evan from Speakeasy, Jake from Barnstorm, Satya Kraus, and we are gonna strip this thing down and turn it into a road race bike. Jake's big objective is narrowing the tank. This bike's a little wide, so I want to be able to have some room to get my knees in. It's really trimmed down the stock Springfield dash. So those are the two things that he's going to tackle while he's here. It's a pretty ambitious project to do inside of 5 days, but the clock's kind of ticking right now.
What I want to do is I want to get the tank off, drained, and take a look at it, because I might actually be able to like cut the tunnel out, narrow it a little bit. Yeah. Overall. Yeah. Put it back together, and then do cuts in it, so it's like slimmer and then slimmer. Because the gas capacity is not an issue.
It's not.
One for cutouts from the knee, in the gas tank rather. This will allow more clearance for riders' knees.
Jake was tackling the center of the bike, so it was Evan's job to kind of tie in the front and the rear, meaning the front fairing and the rear fender.
Figured out where I need to make all my shrinks and stretches, and then now I'm turning it into sheet metal.
Race it right off of here, come up maybe like just to meet this line. Yeah. Right? Like say it's an inch thick. You have a little bit of painted surface here.
So you still have 6 mounting points on the fender. You still have being able to hold the mud flap in.
Yeah.
And just lop off the subframe and then tie in the fender. Once the front fairing was done, the bike was kind of lopsided with how big the rear fender was versus the front of the bike all streamlined. So he went to work and shortened and re-welded the rear fender as well. I kind of used this as that tool to where I flew those guys out here, put them all up. We stayed here in my shop. We drank beers, we had fun. I mean, this was a really, really fun project. It wasn't work for anybody.
I'm a way better welder than I am fisher.
This bike has kind of been an evolution. At first, I just wanted to kind of strip it down and lighten it up a bit because of the heritage of the Indian and the fact that this isn't a modern day race bike. Back in those days, it was pretty simple paint, simple logos. This style up pipe, I kind of went back to the 80s MotoGP kind of look. The bike's finished just in time actually, because this thing is about to get loaded up on a truck and head up to Portland for the One Moto Show. I'm very excited for this bike to unveil there. I had no idea a month ago when I planned on going to One Moto Show that this bike was going to be unveiling there, so it's going to be exciting. I really don't know what to expect. I just hope that the people that are going to the show, builders and public alike, are kind of blown away by this bike.